So, hey guys, this is gonna be my final video. I'm gonna be busy, and because of that, I'm going to quit the game. Yeah, yeah, wait, what? Bro did not quit the game? What's he doing, Mysterium 1? Quitting my ass? I'm still Celestial? What? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm in C5, and the video was 4 months ago. Well, that can't be right. What is Bud doing? Hey guys, so it's been about 4 months, and I think I needed to make a clarification video on some stuff that happened. Obviously, there was a lot of things that were out of my control, and a lot of time has passed. Um, I'm sure many people have seen that I was still playing VGs, of course. Um, there was, I remember there was a message or a comment when I made my decision to retire that someone was like really angry and said like, I hate people who make these kinds of videos because I know they're not gonna quit and they're just gonna come back and they're just playing without feelings and it makes me angry. Well, guess he was right, but not really. So I had this really good cyber opening because now I have like a decent source of income, so I just thought I'd upload this because it was a ridiculous opening, but at the same time I wanted to spend some time to just talk about current my current situation and what I'm doing now. So for the long story short, have I quit the game? No, obviously I haven't. You can see I've been still playing. It's just that I am still like officially like fully retired. So essentially what happened before all of this is that I had to go to the military service. I have to serve my country for 2 years, and it's a big commitment, right? So 2 years is a very long time. I was pretty sure that I would not be able to continue playing, and I wouldn't be able to just come home. Because if you don't know, when you serve in the army, you don't go home. You stay in the jungle or whatever camp you're in, and you just do army things. So yeah, there's sometimes no internet there. There's also sometimes no charging ports there, and sometimes you can't even use your phone. Well, most of the time. So yeah, I did not really expect or have any hope for being able to play the game in any capacity. More so, even be able to log in every day, which is an important thing in this game, especially if you're playing stuff like Alliance War or Alliance Quest, right? If you miss a day, I'm sure many of you have before your Alliance leaders get really angry, and then you miss one more and you're gone. They kick you from the Alliance. So this was something which I really put into consideration, and I didn't want to be deadweight, so I decided, okay, let's just focus with real life. But of course, this is MCOC, and it's addicting, so yeah, couldn't let go. Couldn't let go. I mean, everyone needs to have a stress relief outlet, so this was just my relief outlet when I was in the army. I kind of got lucky, or I don't know if I would call it lucky, but Um, I had more time to play in my camp than expected. Um, basically getting like on some days I would have about an hour to play. So that was already considered pretty good. Um, and it's been raining a lot and you can't really do much while rain is happening. So thanks to that I was able to play some BGs. So yeah, I can play BGs still because BGs is not a daily game. So I don't need to I don't need to get on daily to play BGs. I just need to log on and play it like once a week. And yeah, that is why I am still here. Am I going to be making videos or still streaming? No, I'm not. It's not really practical. I come back like once every 2 weeks or once a month. So, and I come back for like 2 days. It's really not practically worth it. I don't have time. I barely get to see my family, and that's priority. So, for that reason, unfortunately, I'm still gone. and I am still retired. Am I going to stay retired? Yes. There is no way for me to play competitively, so I am still retired for the next 2 years. Well, it's been 4 months now, so maybe 1.5 years. It's kind of sad, but you can see if you're in my Discord that I've still been actively chatting because I can still keep in touch with a lot of you, so I've been still around. And yes, that means I did not quit the game, but I am still retired, and I cannot unretire, so I will not be coming back to the game. But that should be everything wrapped up. I'm sorry to those who felt like I was, I don't know, betraying you or something, because it felt weird making the video and then suddenly, still appearing and matching you and taking your points. But I will tell you that, like, since like I've been to army, I have not been taking it very seriously at all. Like, if you've matched me, you know I am trolling like 99% of the time. I am not even playing like properly. Sometimes I just play with one hand. Sometimes I don't even draft. I can't count the number of games where I just completely forgot to draft all my champions, or plays any of my champions. And all of you guys would just like send emotes at me, and I'd be like, oh, I don't know, man. Uh, I'm just playing for fun, man. It's like I'm not playing anything serious, right? It's not like BGs is worth anything anyways. A fun fact, since I quit the game, they still haven't buffed rewards. That's kind of crazy. It's been like 8 months. Uh, so yeah. Um, that's it for now, and this is gonna be my cyber opening, which I decided to spend on because I'm in army, and in army you do get money, so that is a nice thing. So yeah, enjoy the opening. It's gonna be pretty cool. It was quite ridiculous, I will say. So if you guys don't know, from Cyber, there was a lot of Awakening Gems, a lot of 7-star Nexuses, Titan Nexuses, and various Game Crystals. So I think over here, I'm gonna start with my Relic Crystals. Yeah, there we go. So I did get some relics to finish the milestones to get the Awakening Gem, and that's what you can see here. I'm missing a lot of these relics because I have not been keeping up with high-end content, so I don't open a lot of relic crystals. But yeah, I got Ant-Man on my first try, and that was basically exactly what I wanted, because Ant-Man relic is pretty good for the Power Sting champions. It's much better than expected. So yeah, that was a great pull. And then the rest of these, I think they were just 6, because there was nothing like too serious about it. So yeah, probably skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, so I did Awaken Black Widow as well, which is really nice, because if you guys don't know, the Black Widow Awakening increases your crit rating whenever you fail an ability. That thing is huge. I had it with a 5-star relic, but with 6-star it's important. So yeah, just collecting a few more Awakenings here. Obviously Sig levels on Thor would be great, but getting silver stars and relics is always nice. So that's just me getting them. And more Sigs on Hulk is always nice. So I think I left 3 left over after duping my Ant-Man. So these 3 would just be around for in case there are new 6-star relics out. And it's always nice to hold a few relics for in advance, especially the Nexus ones. And yeah, now we just move on to the actual stuff. I think first I go with the Glorious Games Crystal. Yep, there we go. So this was the free crystal that they gave us in the store. If you use the code THEHUNTER, you actually get this free Glorious Game Crystal. And yeah, I got Omega Red, which is okay. I mean, it's 26 on Omega, but most of you should know that Omega Red has become a little bit disappointing in time. Yeah, he definitely underperformed compared to what people were hyping him up for. Fortunately, he just isn't as good as expected. Alright, so here I have a 10 pop on the 7-star crystals, and I am very far behind on my account. I've gotten quite unlucky, so I need a lot of things, and I got 3 bullseyes, which is like crazy because I haven't gotten bullseye in forever, and I got Photon and Hyperion. Like, this 10 pop was absolutely amazing. You can see I'm swinging, I'm so hyped. And this is insane. So look at the amount of first time dupes that I got in this 10 pop. I got Bullseye first time dupe, 20 more Sigs on Thing, a first time Awakening on Hyperion, which is like amazing. First time on Shuri, and first time on Photon. Like, that's crazy. Shuri needs her dupe. Photon is like unusable without it. and Hyperion gets maximum effectiveness with first time. I couldn't believe this. It was ridiculous. Well, alright, let's move on. So there's two Glorious Game Nexus crystals. These pulls are actually not too bad, and there are things that I might need from it. And I get a Kushala first try! Bro, I was freaking out when this happened because I've been looking for Kushala for so long. And then I get Void! Which like means that I don't need to open loyalty crystals anymore. This was insane. I was just so happy after I got both of them. Like, these crystals are crazy because they give you champions that you can't get in the basic pool. And of course, they have like Kushala, Domino, Destroyer. But yeah, this is a really good crystal. Also, some really good openings for my first 12. So we're off to a really good start. Um, and over here we have two 7-star Nexus crystals, and I do cut a few times in this because I was pausing a lot. So these 7-star Nexuses were okay. 20 more SIGs on things is definitely a really good thing, because the closer he gets to max SIG, the closer his protection becomes near impenetrable. And the second Nexus was like okay, it's just 26 on Spot, because Spot at max SIG is probably one of the highest DPS champions in the game, so it's an investment. But he is becoming a lot less relevant because of block proficiency, which is a shame. But yeah, it's still fine because we went 12 for 12 on the regular crystals. Alright, so over here we get 7-star Awakening Gem Crystal from buying 4 Odins. So this is the random class gem one, and I am really looking for a lot of first time awakenings because I need to awaken a lot of champions, and one of them I need to awaken is Serpent. So it'd be really nice if I can dupe Serpent from this, and I get the Cosmic Gem, which is absolutely crazy because I already have a rank 3 unduped Serpent. So this gem awakens my unduped rank 3 Serpent. It's crazy. The chances of all of this happening is ridiculous. I just, as amazing opening. This event was absolute blast. And it doesn't stop because I do Red Skull from Paragon Nexuses. I had 2 just lying in my inventory. And I got Red Skull 2, which is absolutely ridiculous. Every crystal I open, I just pop it, and it's coming up with RNG. I don't know what's going on. And yeah, my Red Skull is rank 2 right now, so yeah, he's definitely going to rank 3 after that one. Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. From Paragon Nexuses, which is like a 1% chance, and you high roll on a good champion. You know what kind of feeling that is. Alright, so these are the Valiant Nexuses, which actually have a decent chance of getting 7 stars. So if you guys haven't opened your cyber deals yet, and you're still thinking of getting some, these Paragon Nexuses are not too bad. It's just that they're quite RNG, so you need to keep that into consideration. But ignoring the RNG aspect, we got 2 7 stars here, so I actually have to pick between these two, which is a really good start. They're not that good though, and I end up going with 7-star Tyrax, which is okay. So over here, yeah, just pick Onslaught. I don't really need to pick 6 stars, just collect more champions. So that's what I'm doing here. So we've opened 10 and we've gotten 1 7-star. That's pretty good. Not too bad, not too shabby, you know? So yeah, let's move on. Going through the next set of 10, and I get another 7-star immediately. Unfortunately, these two 7-stars, they're not too great. It's like fine, Sorcerer Supreme and Terex, but it's still 7 stars, and 7 stars are 7 stars, right? You can't say no to them, especially from Paragons like these, or Valiants. Yeah, I think I paused a little bit here, because I was like freaking out on Andy's stream. Me and Andy, we were like on call together while Andy was streaming his opening. So yeah, that's what happened. And I'm already on a great high because I've gotten all my 7 stars from my basics, and it's really good so far. But it could get better. It could. And it does, because I get a Nexus. So I've opened 30 crystals and I'm 3 for 30, which is ridiculous. That's a 10% 7-star drop rate. That's ridiculous. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I was opening these and I think Andy opened 40 and got like a 7-star Spidey from like 40, which is mighty tragic. But yeah, this opening was a blast to have. It was so good. And yeah, so that's here. And Now we open another one. We get Juggernaut. Like, what? This was, yeah. So after this point, I was losing my mind. I think um 66 on Juggernaut is the ideal sig ability level for him, because after that he kind of gets very little benefit from the rest. So it's not really something you want to put your sig stones into. But the fact that I got it means that I can actually like not need to put it in, and it makes it better. So it's just icing and cherry on the top. And yeah, it can't get better than this, right? It just can't. And then it does, because I get another 26 on Domino, which is, it's ridiculous. I'm just high rolling. Six stones are so valuable, and I'm just pulling these 7 stars like it's nothing. It's ridiculous. So that means in 40 crystals, I pulled 5 7 stars, and 3 of them were good. Because I got a Nexus, Tug Jugs, and Domino. Imagine if this is a new player. I think he'd be losing his shits, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. I was taking screenshots. I was gonna send it to Andy because Andy wanted to show it on the stream. It was ridiculous. No, neither of us could believe it. So yeah, that was my Valiance opening, which has been really crazy. Sorry if I'm talking fast, guys, because this is a lot of crystals to go through, so I wanted to make it as quick as possible. But yeah, that was my opening for crystals, and I just ended up like, I think opening the Nexus right here. Yep. So I opened the 7-star Nexus, and you know, pool's pretty big, so I'm not expecting too much share, and I've already gotten great stuff. But I actually get Red Skull, Warlock, and Luke Cage, which is a really good Nexus, and I will take a Awakening on Luke Cage. I was quite unhappy when I first got him, but I think people have convinced me that Luke Cage is pretty decent. So an Awakening on Luke Cage, I will definitely take. It is not too bad. And finally, we have 3-time Nexuses, which unfortunately, I'm only going to open one. I'm going to save the rest for Rintra, because he is coming to the 7-star pool, or the 7th Titan pool. So yeah, we open one here, and I get a pretty interesting selection, which is between Spider-Punk, Nefaria, and Hood. So I don't think I've made any clips or footage on Nefaria on this channel yet, but Nefaria is a pretty good champion. And these 3 are all not too bad. Spider-Punk is a lot better after post-buff. They increase his damage by 40%, which is a very desperate buff that he needed. And is he better now? I don't know. But I think in the end, I didn't want to take the risk. So I decided to awaken Hood. I decided to awaken Hood. And I think it was an okay choice. I don't know how good or bad it would be. I also don't know if I would rank Hood so soon, but that's it for now. Yeah, maybe 26 on the fire would have been better, but for it, Titan Nexus, I feel like I didn't want to waste it, so might as well awaken Hood instead, since he's, quite rare. And yeah, here finally I go for the best crystal in the entire event, which is the Awakening Gem Nexus, and I get a good selection, right? Science and Mystic are really good classes recently, and Mutant is starting to get some absolute bangers. But, I could awaken Spider-Ham, but in the end I decided to go with Mutant, because Dazzler is coming out in the pass soon, and you're about to get a 7-star Dazzler for a reasonable price. So I do want to get the Awakening Gem, just so that I can awaken her when she comes out. And of course, we get the last bundle, which is a 2023 Champion Selector. This one, I was actually given a chance to pick up Werewolf, which I really love Werewolf. He's amazing as a 6-star. But unfortunately, I think a Kushala dupe is safer to get, because both Kushala and Wolf kind of need their awakening, and I can't use both of them unawakened, so I'd rather just choose one of them awakened over 2 of them unawakened. And yeah, these were my final crystals after opening all my rank up gems. They're not really that important, because rank up gems are rank up gems. You're gonna find a champion in the class that you really like, unless it's skill, because the skill class has been pretty tragic recently. It is quite sad, and they really need some help. So hopefully, you're gonna release better champions than Patriot, because Patriot was an absolute flop, and I don't think anyone had like any good stuff from that. So yeah, unfortunately that's gonna be it. And yeah, that's like what, lots of rank ups, and I got the relic 2-3s, which is the first time that they're actually releasing these 2-3s since Act 8 100%. And yeah, I did get the Glorious Games Awakening Gem from just now, which I kind of glossed over while I was talking. Have a lot of 7-star 6 stones, a filthy amount. Yeah, there we go. Easily 190. Yeah, it's a whole lot. And we're about to see some results, because I do show a little bit of my rank ups after that. So yeah, very cool. Come on, Zach, you can do it. Let's go over to the next part. Yeah, there we go. So I ended up using the Glorious Games Gem on Mr. Sinister, which I did take the rank 3 before Cyber, but I guess he's so close to Cyber that I might as well consider a Cyber rank up. So yeah, my first one is going to be Mr. Sinister. I'm just making sure, because Void, Jack-o'-lantern, and Spidey, they would all appreciate the gem as well. It'd be great to awaken like Void or Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern's dupe is solid, but I think I have to do my goat, Mr. Sinister. So yeah, he is going straight up to Sig 20. Ideally, I'd put more Sigs into him, but for now, we're just doing Sig 20 because it's pretty much just not possible for me to put more Sigs. Like, I don't want to waste generics on him. It would be great. It's just that there are more important champions I need to put Sigs on right now. So yeah, obviously I'm putting Sigs into Kushala because I just got her, don't want to waste it. 6 in the Shocker would be nice. And for the rest, I think we're gonna move on to the gem. Yep. So here I'm gonna do my first or second awakening, which is going to be my rank 3 Serpent. So I actually rank 3 Serpent unduped and left him in my roster for like 2 or 3 months, and I just kept using the 6-star because his awakening is that important. So finally, I can stop getting bullied by these 7-star max sig serpents. It'll be nice for once to be able to like compete on a level that's competitive without having this disadvantage. So this was great, and yeah, now I have a high sig serpent, which is always nice to have. I think I added a little bit more though. See a little bit here. Yeah, alright. I'm moving on. Alright, so my next rank up, which is gonna be my first one. So Sinister I would count as my first one. I guess this Serpent would be counted as my second one. And now I have Kushala. So Kushala is gonna be my next third, rank 3 for the Cyber. Right, 3 huge additions. Kushala, you know, as I was saying, my friend Baby Girl Blue from GT/Wick, he went to Summoner Showdown and he actually used her for the early access. When he came back, he was just telling all of us like, this champion's busted, you have to rank her, and like, she's so good. And she turned out to be really good, so as you know, a welcoming surprise, which is just nice to have. And yeah, finally I, you know, fulfill my end of the bargain, and I decided to take her up, and she's an amazing champion. Like, she counters like the entire Cosmic class, which is just stupid. But yeah, she does need her awakening to some extent. It really does help her, so that is why I did end up using the 23-3 selector for her, and it is ideal to put some 6 into her, so I did take her up to 660, which is a pretty healthy addition, and I am quite happy with that. So yeah, that is my third rank 3 for today, and that will be Kushala. So moving on to my next one, to no surprise, it will finally be the champion which I awakened, which is going to be Photon. Because Photon unduped is actually useless, so finally awakening her, I can put her to good use. For more information on why she needs her awakening, it's pretty much because she does not put debuffs when you do light hits unawakened on you. And she needs to reach those 10 debuffs so that she becomes like ridiculously hard to fight on defense. So now with Awakening, she instantly gets that chance on light hits, which is absolutely game changing. Like it just makes her such a much harder defender. And yeah, straight to rank 3, no doubts. Of course, there's a lot of counters to her these days, which would be like Crossbones, right? Mantas, Black Cat. So there's definitely a lot of options. I think Kingpin's kind of fallen out of the field. Um, but yeah, other than those three, you can definitely, like, with enough skill, deal with her in many ways, right? Even me myself, I would say inventing, I pretty much invented it. And I pretty much like popularized using Sasquatch on offense. You can definitely see a few clips of me and other people online just using uh, Sasquatch for Photon. And yeah, we kind of glossed over it, but that was my third rank 3, and my fourth one was Hulk. So Hulk was my next rank 3 because I didn't have him. He's a great champion. And my fifth one is going to be Red Skull because I also awakened my Red Skull from this event, and he's definitely worth it as a domino counter and as a defender, pretty annoying with his critical resistance. Definitely a worth rank 3. So he's my fifth, and my sixth is going to be America Chavez because America Chavez has been the bane of my existence for eternity. And finally, I can afford to rank her instead of banning her, and I have Serpent now, so I don't need to ban her. Right? A 7-star Chavez can absolutely squander a 6-star Serpent. So yeah, it's great to finally have 7-star Serpent now. And my last one is going to be Crossbones, because I've seen a lot of videos from Biwi, very, very good Battlegrounds player in GT40. In my opinion, I think he might actually also be one of the strongest in the game. It's just that he doesn't play as much as the three. Well, it's not even three now. It's pretty much like two big addicts that play at the top. You should know who. Yeah, with all their drama, I think Biwi is a pretty good player, and I've seen good clips of him using Crossbones. So I kind of want to try it out for myself. And yeah, I think that was a total of 8 rank 3s. It's either 7 or 8 rank 3s total for this current immediate rank ups. And I think they're all pretty solid. So yeah, finally we move on to the relics, which I take up a few relics to rank 3 because this is the first time that they have given 2 to 3 gems since the event. Act 8 100%. So finally we got 2 to 3 gems again, which is a weird timing. I guess relics need to progress slowly. But yeah, I feel like they should give it out in the actual resources which they made for it and not just a gem. It's kind of weird, but you know, I'm okay with this rank up system. If you're gonna do it like this, you might as well just remove the entire part of the catalyst required. Because honestly, I don't think we need 2 different catalysts in the game, for one for champions and one for relics. You can kind of remove it. But yeah, good on the relics, and this is my final rank ups. So you can see I'm flashing through all of my rank 3s here that are new. And of course, there may be some that I did not show on the channel, but I did rank up outside of the 4 months. And yeah, obviously, as for the champions, I'm looking for a Starkey rank up in the future, possibly a Hyperion rank up, Hood rank up. So all of these pretty good options. It's just that unfortunately they're either unduped and I don't have time to rank them, or I'm just not ready to take them a step further yet. So yeah, overall, I would say this was a pretty ridiculous ending. Like, I still have 5 rank 3 gems left, and I can awaken and take up Dazzler to rank 3, who, if you guys haven't seen from previews, is a little bit busted. I think she might make Battlegrounds a bit too easy again, which has been a recurring problem. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Unfortunately, this is kind of dead, and I don't think I'll be making another update video for a very long time. But yes, again, if anyone just skipped all the way to the end of the video, the TLDR is I did not quit, but I am still retired and I am not coming back for at least another 1.5 years. If you still want to communicate and you still want to talk around, my group of people, my community, my friends, we are all still on the Discord and we're still actively chatting in the C5 server. I don't think there's as many C5 streams these days because Battlegrounds as a whole, the interest has kind of died down. But we still actively discuss rank ups there. We still actively talk about the meta, state of the game, and it's still MCOC. Though there's a bit of other games because we also play other games. Yes. So anyways, that's probably gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a really good opening, and I just couldn't help but share it. It was like 2 hours of footage in total because I just would get my brain would just shut down every time I pulled something broken, and I take time to process it, and then I'd be like, "What?" And then I finally get over it, and then I'd just decide to start opening again, and then the same thing would happen again, and yeah, it made it a little bit difficult since I had like 24 hours to get all of this out and pushed out and I still had to do a lot of things in the day before I go back to camp and continue my stuff in army. But yeah, for now, I'm about to finish boot camp in army and I'm gonna go to my posting, which we'll see what it is. Probably won't update on that, but I'll be more busy once that starts. So maybe I won't be able to reach C5 every season, or maybe I will again. Can't guarantee that anymore. But yeah, till then, if you want to talk, I'll be on Discord, and for now, I will see you guys around. Peace.